Coach.
And fans, awesome tonight. Huge part of the game. Appreciate them throughout the course of it. For us as a football team, love the win. I think the resiliency of the group, down 10, 7 minutes left in the third quarter. Offense not playing good at all. Continuing to play, continuing to compete, and find a way to make some plays and get back in the football game, and then go into overtime and come back and reset and go finish the game the way that you're capable of and that you want to. So really proud of our guys defensively, elite performance, physicality, strain, most of the night assignment sound, made plays. James, I think it's James on the goal line, forcing a fumble. I mean, just so many things that they did at a really high level and kept us in the game. Offensively, there's so much that we can be a whole lot better in, and that's all 11 on the field. So, but continued to fight and made some plays. So, got to clean some things up. Everybody needs to enjoy this one. It's hard to win in this league, and tomorrow we'll move on and get ready for another big one here at home. So, open it up.
Austin. Coach, just 2 weeks in a row where you hadn't scored a point in the first half. Why is that, or why do you think that is? And it seemed like y'all rolled Nico a little bit more in the second half, kind of moved the pocket a little bit. Do you feel like that kind of calmed him down a little bit?
Moved him on, early in the football game. Had a completion, on the sideline. Early in the football game, first drive, got things going. We're on the plus side, reading the edge, and ball ends up on the ground. There's another drive, maybe the third one, where we're on the plus side of the territory, holding call, get pushed back again. It's not doing anything, that's out of the ordinary. It's really all 11 operating as one, and we can play a lot better than we did tonight. With Nico, misses a couple deep balls during the course of the football game. Sometimes that's going to happen. We got to be better at protection inside the pocket for him. But I do love, the way that he continued to compete throughout the course of the game.
Jimmy, then Ben.
Josh, would you talk about the improvement you've seen out of Dylan Sampson since his freshman year to now?
He's always had great vision, great pace. Obviously he's got good long speed, but he's really good between the tackles. And I think, his growth of continuing to grow into understanding of what we're doing, but, physical development, just his strength in the middle of the football field, and those runs between the tackles, just continues to make a bunch of plays for us, finish the game out the right way, man. Huge.
Josh, you feel like the way Dylan performed tonight epitomizes kind of the leader that he is with how he led the way when things weren't going?
Yeah, I think his competitive maturity when it's not going good, to still have great body language, energy, feed that to his teammates. Understand that, man, it's the next play we got to get to, and having great belief. So, I thought those guys at halftime, the competitive makeup as a whole was good. We didn't come out and execute. We got really good field position to start it out, and just a little bit off, and so we got to go back and clean it up, coaches and players together.
Eric, then Adam.
Looked like on early downs, not every time, but on early downs, 3 backers on the field, and then kind of later, second, third, fourth, you would go back to the base 4-2-5. What was the thought process, getting more backers on the field in this game?
You talking about from us?
Yes.
Man, I'm going to be honest with everything that was going on. I'm going to let you talk to Tim about that.
Adam.
Josh, when you've got one side of the ball playing elite and the other side struggling, how do you manage that within the team? You had it the other way around.
Which side was which?
Depends on the season, right? You had it the other way around. How do you manage like the personalities, the team morale, the confidence on one side is really playing well.
And as a football team, you're just trying to find a way to be +1 on the scoreboard. And if you can find a way to be a lot more than that, that's awesome. At no point since I've been here has it been anything other than all of us together, man. And I just like our defense, their competitive makeup, but also their belief in the other side of the football that they're going to go make a play. It's what a team's about, and we haven't been perfect. We can be a lot better. That's a positive though, that we got an opportunity to get better.
Rob, then David.
Coach, when you have either side of the ball, a unit playing like the defense is with the turnovers at Oklahoma coming up like they did tonight, can you just see the confidence snowballing and growing, like they feel like they're going to go out there and take care of business?
They're confident, yeah. But I don't ever feel like they just think it's going to happen. You know what I mean? Like they understand that they got to go make it happen, and they trust one another. There's some things that we got to clean up, but they trust one another, compete really hard, and continue to play better, smarter football.
Josh, after Florida missed their kick in overtime, what goes into the decision making on do you want to go ahead and punch it in for 6, or do you want to center the ball in the middle of the field and kick a shot?
I don't want to center it right away. Depending on the down and distance and where you're at, that becomes a thought. A little bit later as it goes on. I think running the football and being sound in it, for me, that's the way I wanted to go. And obviously, as we got close to the goal line, gives you an opportunity to step into it.
Patrick, then Austin.
Josh, have you ever, not in a non-late game scenario, gone for it on 4th and down at your own 10? And could you talk about that decision and also the package you guys brought in with Nathan and Jackson and the short yardage and game on it?
Yeah, brought some defense guys in. Go set an edge right there. Just the flow of the game, everything that had transpired, the distance. Yeah, I talked with Tim too. So, just felt like had to do something to, try to keep them off the field, but get something going too.
Josh, can you talk about Big O's performance tonight? It seemed like he was super involved in everywhere.
Some huge negative plays, in the football game, defeating blocks interiorly, tackling back, behind, line of scrimmage. You can look at the overtime and how that sequence played out from our defense. It's elite, man, and he played extremely well. He's playing his best football, since we've been here.
Jimmy, then Chris.
Josh, do you feel like you're getting close to where you want to be in the passing game?
Man, not tonight. I don't think we're far off, you know what I mean? But it's not just the pass game, it's the run game too. Like, missed assignments, fundamentals, technique. Like, it's guys open, we don't hit it. Guys open, we're getting pressure. It's everybody taking their turn. And at some point, we got to say, we're going to man up and do our job and make this thing go the way that it's capable of.
Chris.
Josh, when you got a defense that's consistently holding teams under 20 points, how does that impact you guys as play caller, the opposite side of the ball?
Yeah,
ready for the game end here?
I think situationally it does. Did tonight some of the third downs what we were willing to do. For us offensively, some of the things that happened on the plus side of the 50 and just killed us from having opportunities to go score points. It hurt us in the way the game was played, but it's different than it probably has been since I've been here.
three more: Paige, Ben, and Mike.
Nico took a few more sacks again tonight. How would you like him to see him evolve when it comes to recognizing that pressure or just in that situational type of football?
Yeah, some of it's us blocking it. That's 5 guys. It's your tight ends. It's your running backs. Some of it, it's him finding the soft spot in the pocket. Some of it's recognizing what's going on the back end and hitting your hots. Some of it's our wide receivers winning. It takes all 11 to go play good football, and everybody's got to do their job.
Josh, what have you seen from James Pierce elevating his game the last 2 games, and do you have an update on Peely?
Don't have an update on Pewley. We'll know more tomorrow. Not sure there's a better representative of what a volunteer is than Keenan Peely. And you talk about a selfless guy that cares about the people around him way more than he cares about himself. That's an elite competitor, great leader, tough as nails, athletic, explosive, everything that you want. Just he's a dude, man, special dude. Your first question was? James, man, violent, destructive, making plays, huge play on the goal line, locked in, focused as a competitor throughout the course of it, no matter what was going on. Just really, really strong performance.
Last
Josh,
one.
you referenced that package, bringing in a couple defensive linemen tonight. Why was that something you were able to utilize well tonight, and what makes those two specifically maybe strong in that situation?
Defensive structure that we saw from them on field is why we went to that this week, and just they're 2 big, thick, explosive, long guys. You know what I mean? Like, they got the ability to move people. So hopefully I said that the right way. I saw a couple of faces down there. So.
Right. Thank you, Coach.
All right.
Thanks, Josh.